Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is A.D. Walker, your pusher, your grower, your motivator, and your innovative mindset coach, here to help you turn your problems and situations into opportunities. So, today we're talking about, in the 5-minute life journey, we're talking about the 3 things that will help build strong relationships, right? And this is mostly business. Personal can be applied, but this is mostly business tips that I've discovered that definitely helps get you sustainable relationships, sustainable businesses, those things that you are seeking, those things that you are after when building not just clients and one-off customers, but building strong relationships. Because it's more about building strong relationships than just building one-timers, right? Because too many times we're after a strong relationship, but we don't go about it correctly because we feel like they have deep pockets or there's something special about them, right? So let's talk about it. All right, so the number one thing, the first thing, listening, right? So when you first meet somebody, hey, my name's A.D. Walker, what's your name? Bob Jones. And you begin to listen. You ask them pertinent questions like, hey, how did you get started in business? The business that you're in, whatever it may be. And they begin to rattle off why they started. Now, you might be in the process of selling or wanting to offer them something. The one thing you cannot do is think about what you're going to say next. Focus on what they are saying so that you can respond appropriately, right? Instead of trying to figure out what to say next, just respond appropriately. Ask them a follow-up question, then ask them another question. People, and not in an interrogative manner, but respond based on friendly intentions, that you're trying to build a reasonable relationship, and that you can get to, how do you struggle with that? What do you do about that? How do you solve that? And dig down to what they may really need. Because in the end, they may not even need your service. They just may need a piece of advice, right? Don't get so hard up to try to make a sale. Create a relationship. Because if you create a relationship, they'll come back to you. Because if you solve a problem like, hey, I applied what you said, it really worked. What else do you have? Now you're building a genuine relationship, as opposed to just a one-off situation where you trying to make a sale and then that's it. And now you're hoping that they're going to come back, but they have no relationship with you. So they could go to someone else or the lowest price or wherever they may need to go. So get out of your head. Stop waiting for someone to, stop waiting to just respond with whatever preconceived idea that you have, and listen. Be an active listener. Number 2, memory. Man, that is big. That is huge. Number one thing people they say they struggle with is remembering names. And it can be a challenge, but you have to find a way to overcome that, right? Number one way to overcome remembering names is don't say I can't remember names. Walk into a place, say I can remember names, and I'm going to remember everybody I come in contact with, and make it a game. So you shake Bob Jones' hand. He has the red shirt, black shoes, a little crinkle in his pants. Just remember silly stuff like that. You'll remember Bob Jones. That's Bob Jones. And over time, just like anybody else, you'll remember their face. But the main thing is just remember a feature that sticks out in your mind. The first thing, like Bob Jones with the big ears. You don't say it out loud, but you say it in your mind. You might even chuckle like, hey, Bob. Get that through your head. You have to create a relationship. Remember their name. Dig deeper. Remember the conversation. So if he mentions his sick dog, his daughter going to dance, his wife getting a partnership in her business or her law firm or something, remember those things. And now you are building genuine relationships with these people. So you speak to Bob Jones, you say, hey, next time you see him, hey, how's the wife going? And they respect that because they know that 1, you remember them. 2, you took the time to remember the conversation. And now they feel like you're a part of their family. And a lot of times when you do things like that, they'll come to you and say, hey, what are you offering? I heard you do such and such. And they'll sell back to you what you want to sell to them. And they're like, you know what? I need certain such and such. Can you check it out for me? So build a genuine relationship is key to building lasting success. Building genuine relationships is key to lasting success, right? And then finally, mindset, your perspective. How do you perceive the people that you're dealing with? How do you perceive the people that you're dealing with, right? Having that perspective is one of the biggest roadblocks to you. One of the biggest obstacles that you got to get over. So whatever they're dressed like, high or low, you cannot be intimidated by who you're speaking to. You got to look them in the eye just like they're your friend. You got to speak to them just like you're connected to them. So when you meet Bob Jones, you shake their hand, you look them in the eye, even if they're the CEO of a company, no matter what, you got to connect with them. And you speak to them like, hey, how you doing? Just like they're equal. You never downplay them. You show them the respect and you connect with them. Because too many times we downplay these people, or we get so intimidated that you can't have a fruitful conversation because you feel like in your head that they don't care about what you're saying. They don't care to talk to you. They just want to get by you. You never know what they're going through. They never have people that just speak to them. So you shake their hands. How's everything? How's business? Because every person that they connect with, right? Every person they connect with, especially if they have a high level position, wants something from them. And that's the reproach. They probably come to people like, oh man, what's this dude want now? But if you ask genuine questions about their business, about their life, and just make a relationship, build a relationship. Stop trying to build one-off opportunity. Stop trying to build a sale, but build a genuine relationship. And then you can go to the next level. Then they'll put you in front of people that are even higher. Say, hey, this dude is genuine. He gave me advice about something. He helped me. He didn't try to charge me. He didn't try to act like he's trying to get in my pockets. And now, hey, you need to talk to him. And it can change everything about you. What up, Pastor Terrain? So this is your opportunity. You have to listen actively. Every relationship, listen and respond accordingly. Don't sit. Life is about exactly. You have to listen. Respond based on what they say, not what you think. Respond based on what they say, not what you think. Right? And that's how you build a conversation of listening, active listening. Number 2, remember the conversation. Remember their names. Nothing feels better than someone saying your name. It opens you up. You're like, hey, Pastor Terrain, how are you doing today? And then you dig deeper with your memory. Hey, how's Brienne? How's the wife? And situations like, hey, how's track going? And how's this situation? And how's that? You're like, wow, they remember who I am. And now that even makes you warmer. It's not a cold call anymore. It warms you up. And now you want to build a serious relationship. And lastly, mindset and perspective. How they perceive, how they think, and how do you see your audience? Like I said, you see everybody eye level. Show them the respect and you build a relationship. Show them the respect and you build a relationship. Don't look at them lower, no matter how they dress. You respect them just the same because you don't know who is in your presence. You may think you know, but you really don't know. So you respect them from where they are. Don't get intimidated, nor speak to them like they're lower than you. All right. So that's what I got today. So guys, be blessed. Keep pushing. Make sure you share this out. Let everybody know. And be blessed. Keep pushing. Keep growing. Know that purpose is in you. Greatness is before you. Destiny is waiting. And listen, if you've ever experienced anything like this, or if you had some situation, put some comments down at the bottom. Let a brother know. Let's have a conversation and talk about it. All right, guys. Take care. Thank you guys for coming through.